Do you ever feel like you take people for granted, even your closest family members and very close friends? Heard this story once about a guy that was having an affair, and he decided one evening after work that he was going to tell his wife, and they sat down for dinner, told his wife about the affair, and that he wanted a divorce. Well, of course, you can imagine the wife's reaction. She runs off into the bedroom, slams the door, gets all upset, and heads over to their study and just starts writing. And a little bit later, the guy's about to go to bed, notice the wife is still writing, and he stops in. And she said, "There's only two things I want." She said, "Number one, Jimmy's studying for exams, and it would just rock his world if he found out that we were getting divorced, and it would just, we just can't do that." And the husband said, "Well, I agree with that." He said, we'll hold off. She said, "Number two, I want you to walk me from the threshold of our bedroom to the front door every morning for 30 days. And she says, "I don't want any of the property. I don't want any part of your business. I don't want any personal items. That's all I want." And he thought about it for a second and thought, that's awfully strange, but he agreed to it. So, first morning, kind of awkward, picked her up, carried her to the front door. Second morning, third morning, after about a week, it seemed to be more natural. She seemed to be getting lighter, but he thought, well, I'm just getting used to taking her to the front door. Third week, he started noticing her smells, the smell of her hair, the smell of her clothes. He remembered the perfume. Into the fourth week, he started noticing the wrinkles in her face and little things he hadn't noticed in a long, long time, and was halfway wondering, am I part of the reason for those wrinkles, or is it just age and raising Jimmy and this and that? And he started connecting again. And into the fourth week, he goes and tells his girlfriend, divorce is off, I'm staying with my wife, and that's it. Of course, she flies into a rage, and that deal is over with. He goes home, latter part of the fourth week, finds her in bed. She's passed away, had cancer, wasn't going to tell anybody. That's why she was losing all the weight, and he is devastated. Well, I say all that to say this: you really never know what people are going through, and we also need to remember not to take our closest family members and our closest friends for granted. Sometimes we gloss over life and we're worried about our little inefficiencies and issues and problems, and we kind of forget our gratitudes. And I've probably said it 100 times. I think it's very important when we get up in the morning, number one, to be grateful that you got up in the morning. There's a lot of people that aren't getting up this morning, that had big plans, or that won't make it through the day, that had big plans for the evening. So let's kind of remember what the real reason we're here for. It's not selfish reasons. I believe it's to, as you're reaching forward in your life, reach back and help other people reach their goals. Don't leave a wake of carnage as you go through life. And as they say, stop and smell the roses. Just be mindful, be intentional of what you're doing. Every second counts, every minute counts, every hour counts. We've all got 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with your time? Be very intentional about that time. It's so precious. That's all I got for this morning. Have a good day.